coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. These guys looking to finish off their probable run from wild card team to conference champions. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys the home team here in what's been a very unpredictable and chaotic playoffs so far. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, but now it'll be third down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the unit.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The tight end Henry here in motion. They're going to throw. May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
In motion, the tight end. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Here we go. Hey, can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Right, 80.
49-yard line.
Shot.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right, shot. Shot.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Right, 80. Shot.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Milton Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. Six defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing here is May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. To throw, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's May. Pass caught. Romeo Dobbs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. May going to give it to Henderson. They'll get 3. As the drive continues, it's a first down.
I think they like. This drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run. This is Phil Maffa. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll throw with May. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Henderson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Henderson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
On 2. Here we go. White. Stop.
They run straight ahead here with White. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
1-1, ready?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
180.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, spinning away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. Past the 20. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 47 yards. And the Pats are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. Cut. 180.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Can.
Here's Burrow. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
They'll go up the middle with White. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, can. Stop.
They'll run for it. This is White. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Dancing away at the 30. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down and a yard.
Here we go. Big 13. 12. Stop.
Now Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go. Done. 180. Done.
First down, here's White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get set. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
Gun. 180. He's hot. Hot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs,
picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Here we go.
On the draw, here's Wright. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow will throw. That's complete to Wright. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 12. 12. 12.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
New England trying to get a place on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a gain of 10.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They go play action now. May. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, May. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to throw. May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 13 yards.
Play action. May. That's complete to Dobbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 15.
To the air, May. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, it's May. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
From the shotgun, May with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
What is that?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Wide 80.
Back to throw again. Open man is Yoshibas. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
180.
Here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. It's Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and they can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the shotgun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing here is May. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something. The ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get set. Big 13. Big 13.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3. On the play, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 1,
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Here we go. 180. 180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
180. 180.
Again, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go. 180.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's get set. Hey, can.
Burrow will throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
180.
Burrow on play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And an athletic hurdle that he displayed. Not a whole lot thereafter, but a nice gain. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Hot.
White. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a game. The yard as they get. A little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. Here's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Now 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, they run with Henderson. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 143 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Patriots.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The tight end Henry here in motion. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the left side with Henderson. Oh, good move. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's May. He's got it. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll run here with Henderson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuck from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Stevenson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the top.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Borregales now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready? Hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Chase near the sideline. He's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is White on the screen. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here we go. Right 80. Right, he's hot.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That was short into Gesicki.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Gets past one man. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run here with Muffa. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll throw with May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. give for Stevenson, running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. It's Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Muffa. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Carry now for Muffa. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.